everybody! It's almost Hanukkah, and today we're going to be learning how to paint the menorah that you see here. So for supplies, I'm going to be using just plain watercolor paper in the size 140 pounds, 300 grams, and it's going to be cold pressed. This is the cheapest watercolor paper that I've found for $6 on Amazon. I will link it in the description below with all the supplies that I'm using. And then for brushes, I'm going to be using the package that came with the Neptune Princeton brushes. And the brush sizes are a size 12. And then size number 4. Now, you don't need any experience in order to do this tutorial. Beginner, very beginner friendly. And lastly, you can use any watercolors that you have, but I'm going to be mixing mine with the tube paints as well as these liquid watercolors by Dr. P.H. Martin. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm taking my size 12 round brush and I'm going to be dipping it in the water. And then I'm going to get a lot of water mixed in with my pink color over here. And I'm going to start with trying to eyeball the center of the page and make a little curved line right here. And then from there, I'm just going to go straight up, but leave some room at the top. I'm going to wash my brush off and grab a little bit of this blue, and then I'm going to go a little bit underneath this line up here, and there's a bit too much water there. I'm going to just make a small U shape. You can blend the colors while they're still wet so that it gives this kind of gradient effect. Once they dry, then it won't show up as well. I'm painting along the pink edge so that there aren't any harsh lines once it dries. Okay, I'm gonna clean off my brush again and kind of dab it dry and then grab some more of the pink. Do some little pink dots while it's still wet. Grab some more pink and then do another U shape. I'm gonna just repaint this so that when I do the third and fourth U, the paint won't be dry. I'm gonna paint the whole thing. And I'm gonna grab some more and do, maybe I'll mix it with the blue. Do a third U, like so, and then do the last U shape. It's okay if it doesn't look perfect. It gives it more charm. Okay, now wherever I see wet paint, I'm just gonna drop in some more colors that are opposite. So where there's pink, I'm just gonna drop in some more blue just to make it more interesting to look at. Gonna wipe it off, clean my brush off. kind of blend it. And we'll just leave it at that. Okay, now most of my paint is dry up here towards the top, except for the shamish, where the shamish candle would go, right here. It's still wet, and here too, and then here towards the tip. So when we make the flame, unless if you want your colors to bleed, don't touch the tip where the blue and pink are. Instead, just paint right above it. Now I'm using my smaller number 4 brush. Can't remember if I said that or not. And then I'm just gonna grab a little bit of this pink, and while the paint is still wet, make a little tiny orange middle of the flame. I'm going to repeat that for the rest of the flames. Show what it looks like, the final result. It's still a bit wet, so it's going to look different. The paint will dry a bit lighter, but that's it. That's a super simple menorah you can make with your kids or by yourself. And I just want to say, if you're curious for doing live watercolor workshops with me, I have one coming up on December 12th, and we're going to be learning how to paint loose watercolor florals. And we're going to paint them inside of shapes, like basically monograms. So if you're curious to join that, it's December 20th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you're watching this later, I'll have the course put on my website, so it'll be evergreen and you can tune in and watch it for a very small amount of money. And I will link the website, arieldesigns.teachable.com, below, and I hope to see you guys there. If you would also like more Jewish artwork to print out and do at home, I have adult coloring books and printables for sale on my Etsy store, arieldesigns.etsy.com. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be posting more videos every week on Sunday, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.